Hi beautiful people, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm a preschool teacher and right now we are in the middle of the school term and I'm now getting a moment to just check in with you. I hope you've been good. It's a rainy day here today and it's a perfect day for comfort food. So today I am making tacos. They're gluten-free. The filler for the taco is not gluten-free, but of course you can substitute the one gluten product that I'll be using for something gluten-free. But the taco itself is gluten-free, and you've seen me make this taco shell before. It's a soft taco, so I will link that description below. And we're just gonna build a taco. So this is just a taco idea. So hopefully you enjoy this idea and to the point where you're gonna try to make it. All right, follow me on Instagram. I'll link it below as well. I have constant inspirations, vegan inspirations on my Instagram page. So feel free to follow me there. And yeah, we're gonna make tacos today. Why not? It's a rainy day, comfort food. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been staying hydrated and eating foods that will boost your immune system and keep you healthy and happy. You know, foods that will spike those endorphins and that happy feeling and good feeling inside. I hope you've been doing that. And if not, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new opportunity to do that. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new opportunity to do what you need to do for yourself and for your family. So why not? All right, so anyway, let's get to it. Tacos. So we're gonna begin by prepping our side dish, which is a quinoa side dish, just like a sauteed quinoa. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna soak my quinoa in boiling water. I'm gonna boil the water and then put my quinoa to soak in there. I will let it soak for about an hour. And the reason for doing this is just to help with digestion and also to cut down the cooking time. Next, I'm gonna get started on my taco shells. These are soft tacos made with lentils, red lentils. And if you don't know how to make these tacos, I'm gonna link it in the description box below so you can see how it's made. And one quick tip, while it is still hot, it's a good idea to put the taco into a taco holder to help it keep the shape while it's still hot. Let it sit in there for about 5 minutes and then take it out and it's going to keep the shape. If you don't have a taco holder, then you can just find something with a round shape to tuck it in to help it keep that taco form. Now for my taco meat, I'm actually going to use fried plantains and I'm going to deep fry them. In my batter here, I have some walnut milk. I made my walnut milk at home and I add some seasonings to it and a little bit of arrowroot flour. And I will list below what seasonings I used. You can use any seasonings you want. So you have your wet batter. You also have your dry bowl. The dry bowl, I just have a little bit of flour. That is the gluten that I have in this recipe. Of course, you can substitute regular flour for a gluten-free flour. Maybe chickpea flour is a good substitute. And I also have seasonings in here as well. Nutritional yeast, arrowroot flour. And okay, so we have our wet bowl and our dry bowl. Then we're going to cut up our plantains into these long strips. And I'm going to put these strips to marinate in my wet batter. All right, so remember this is walnut milk, arrowroot flour. I have fresh green seasoning in there. That's going to sit in the fridge for about half an hour and marinate. In the meantime, I'm going to make some pineapple salsa because why not? I have pineapples. You can make tomato salsa. You can make guacamole, whatever salsa you want. Mango salsa. I'm choosing to make pineapple salsa because that's what I have. And salsa is so simple. Cut it up in cubes, add some lime, salt, black pepper, simple. And of course you can add green seasonings, and if you want a little bit of kick to it, you can add some pepper as well. All right, so now that I'm done with all this, now I can get back to my quinoa. I'm finally chopping some carrots, chive, shadow benny, and onions and tomatoes. And by now, as you can see, my quinoa, they are swollen in the water, so that means that it's ready to go. I'm gonna put my pot on with no oil, a non-stick pot preferably. I'm gonna let it get really hot. And then I'm going to throw my quinoa in there. Obviously, you're going to strain the quinoa, no water. You're going to pretty much parch the quinoa, get it a little bit roasted. So you're going to stir continuously until all of the water is gone, until it gets nice and dry. You're going to do this on high heat. You cannot walk away from the pot, cannot walk away from the stove. You have to stir continuously until it's nice and dry and parched. And you're going to listen out for a particular sound. Once you hear this sound, you know that you're ready to move on. The next step is to add some boiling water. Listen to the sound. So once you hear that popping sound, you can lower your heat to medium, and now you can throw in your boiling water. I would have boiled water with my kettle previously, and you're just gonna add it just enough to cover the quinoa, not too much, just enough to cover the quinoa. Then you're gonna cover that pot and leave it to simmer. At this point, you can add seasonings to the water. I add some green seasoning to give it a nice flavor. Any seasonings you want, you can add. I also add a little bit of pepper sauce because I just like a little kick in my food. All right, so it's gonna cover it and leave it to sit. It will probably sit for about 15 minutes. When you come back, you will see that most of the water is gone. So at this point, you can add your veggies. I'm gonna add my carrots and my onions first, and I'll add my tomatoes last because tomatoes cook very, very quickly. So of course you can use any veggies you like, but obviously any veggies that you know take a longer time to cook, you can put that in first, and any veggies you know have a short cooking time, you put that in last. And you put the heat on low, all the way down to low, and let it simmer, and that's it. Your side dish is ready. Now it's time to get started on your fried plantains. We're making these fried plantains like you would make chicken strips. No chickens were harmed in this. All right, so you're just gonna batter up your plantains. They've been soaking in the wet batter, so it's just to put it in the dry batter and then deep fry it. And that's it. It's so crispy and it's so tasty. All that's left to do now is to assemble your tacos. That's it. Let's go. Now it's time to assemble your tacos. I just have some cabbage below. It's red cabbage, and I massaged my red cabbage with some olive oil. So it's just my cabbage, and I have my plantain strips on the top, and I have my pineapple chow on the side, and I will put my pineapple on top and dig in. I'm also having it with some sauce. This sauce is roasted red bell pepper sauce. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will see how to make this red bell pepper sauce on my Instagram page. It's really tasty. I will also link below my cashew sauce. This will go really well with a cashew sauce as well. So I hope you try it. It's really tasty, and it's really nutritious as well. All the nutrition you're getting from this, the lentils in the taco, the quinoa, the plantain, the veggies, the fruits, it's so nutritious, it's so tasty. And I hope you try it. Bye, beautiful people.